Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, we're going to take a look at another Eikonic knife today. As a lot of you know, Eikonic is a rather new knife brand. I mean, they've been around for a little while, but collaborating with designers like Chavez, Brian Brown, to give you a more budget-friendly option from those designers. So I really like that they've taken that approach to it, because I mean, let's be honest. Chavez knives, Brian Brown, HEA, that's another one. Not always budget friendly for everybody, and that's fine. But in this case, we have one, so kind of cool. So what do we got here in this RCK9 designed by Ramone Chavez? RCK9, I guess this is his 9th original design, so Ramone Chavez knives number 9. Makes sense. I can go with it. But what do you got here? What in this one, you've got green G10, you've got 4 different versions of this knife that you're going to be able to find. You've got the green, the blue, the black with black blade, all G10, and then you've got a black with a partially serrated black blade. So a few options to go with, but you've got a G10 backspacer, just happens to be black on this one. Fairly deep carry clip. Now we'd like to see the recessed pocket clip screws, because as we know, that just it's just a cleaner look to me. It just is, and it doesn't take away from our clearance with the pocket clip, but definitely would like to see that come on. Now G10 gives you some pretty good grip to it. There's some texturing going on, as you can see there. That micro dimpling, if you will. Fairly open construction overall. Okay. Oh, yeah, had some schmutz. Centering, pretty darn good. Looks to be pretty centered to me. Overall fit and finish, you've got just a slight bit of letterboxing going on with those liners. So your G10 is just a little bit shy of the liners. So as you can see there, we can catch our nail. Nothing too major, just a little bit. But everything seems to be chamfered off and done very well. No issues as far as, just hot spots feeling around or anything like that. But pretty good. Now, dual thumb stud opening. Really, really nice on that. Jumps out there, no effort whatsoever. Now, when I say no effort, I'm not meaning it's bad detent, because the detent is pretty well tuned for the thumb studs. Now, again, this is one of those that I gotta get my index finger out of the way before I can reverse flick it, and even then, see, I can't get it right. Can't get it right. But you experts out there, go for it. D2 blade steel, got kind of a stone-washed finish going on. Choil is decent sized. You're not going to be able to choke up, though. No. Nice drop point going on there. I like the blade shape, of course. That's just me. But I really do like the finish on it. It's got a nice stone wash going on. And then, of course, there you've got Chavez, his signature on the blade. But overall, pretty decent. Feels pretty good in hand. We won't jump ahead too far. One minor thing to kind of talk about on this one, but let's get our spec check out of the way, and then we'll get into the rest of it. So, what do we got here? So, the RCK9, it's on the smaller side. You're pretty much rolling with a 7-inch knife. A 4 and 3, 4-inch handle, 3-inch blade. Grip length, I mean, that's going to fall in right where I want it, right about that 3.5, as you can see there. Fits my hand perfectly. I'm digging that. It's just what it is. Falls right into my sweet spot for carry. So, going to get some points for that one for sure. Now, there you go. There's your size comparison up against the PM2. It being a 7-inch knife. Going to be definitely smaller than the PM2. And then, of course, we'll look at the bug out. And even the bug out's a little bit, overall length. Pretty much. It looks like it's got it by pretty near 1/4 of an inch on the blade and handle. Not quite that much, maybe 1/8 of an inch or so for the handle. Get a weight on it. .8 or 109 grams in the pocket. Pretty decent in the pocket. Now, like I said, it's trying to be deep carry, but you will have a little bit peeking out there. Nothing too major. Retention is pretty good. It's not bad. Not bad. I'm not worried about it coming out of my pocket or anything like that when I'm standing on my head bouncing up and down like I do all the time, right? Anyway, back to the overall. Ergonomics is where we start, and it's right where I like it. Like I said, that grip length, that 3.5 fits me just perfectly. I was obviously a little bit concerned about this portion of the clip. No, not an issue. I can feel it a little bit. Nothing that I would call annoying or anything like that. It does stay kind of high, but when I say kind of high, I'm meaning out here, but doesn't affect my grip at all. Very well placed. Ergonomics is right where, like I said, right on point for me. Feels good in hand. Action, not too bad. Like I said, right out of the box and carried a little bit. Nothing's been done to it. Could we juice up the pivot a little bit and get a little bit better action out of it? Possibly. That's always, that's something that we could do with a lot of knives that I see. But overall, the thumb studs, it jumps out. Detent seems pretty well done for those thumb studs. Not even going to try to reverse flick it because it just doesn't work for me. So, but I'm good with thumb studs. I actually kind of prefer thumb studs, to be perfectly honest, or over flippers, that is. But very nice, very well done. Overall construction is on point. And, I've really got nothing other than this. I maybe like to see a little bit better access. Now, I can do the lock, no problem. I don't have to dig my finger down in there or anything. I can actuate it. I know a lot, some would like to see a little bit better. Could it be? Sure, absolutely. It could be. But as you can tell, I'm having no issue opening or closing this knife, well, closing it especially with that lock bar. But sure, could there be a little bit better access to it? Yeah, sure, could be. But nothing that I'm going to quibble about. There you go. That's a good word, quibble. Yeah, it's good. I can do it, no problem overall. Now, these guys are running right about $90. Yeah, D2, G10, I know what you're going to say. Absolutely. And I'm, for materials, I kind of have to agree. The only place I really where I'm kind of giving it a little bit of a pass, and I'll be honest, I am giving it a little bit of pass, is this is Eiconic's way of putting more budget-friendly knives from prominent designers in the hands of more people. I got to give them credit for that. I really do. Would I like to see the price a little lower? Sure. For materials, absolutely. You guys know I always give CRKT a bad time about that. So, I don't know. It's your call. It's up to you, really. Whatever you think, it's your money. Spend it wisely. That's pretty much all I can say. But I'm digging the RCK9. I like it. I like the profile. I love the way it fits in my hand. Overall, it's a pretty darn good knife. Now, I really have to thank the guys over at Eikonic for sending this one out at SHOT Show. It was really cool. Then we're going to have a couple more to take a look at. Finally getting to some of these SHOT Show knives. Been carrying them, using them, figuring them out, and taking a look at them, and then turning around and showing them to you. So, greatly appreciate you guys stopping by today to check out the RCK9 designed by Ramone Chavez from Eikonic Knives. Always appreciate you. Like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.